Yep. Hey guys, so today we are going to create a calculator app in the JavaScript React library. Uh, yep. For this, I'll just start it directly without wasting any time. So I'm going to open my VS Code and wait a minute. I have to check that. Wait, React. So we are going to see the command npm create with latest. Okay, we are not going to use the view for this example. We are just gonna use the standard Vite for React, and yeah, and then we just have to install the dependencies and run this all. Okay, so we are already in the folder. I'm going to open my terminal. Where is my terminal? Okay, create with latest. Now project name is gonna be the, or I can just keep it inside here, so I'll just dot. Okay, it's not empty. Wait, I'll just delete this folder, and now wait. I'll just keep it here. I don't want to create a separate folder. I'm gonna use this React standard JavaScript. Yep, we have our folders. Now we just have to install the dependencies. Okay, we have our node modules folder with all the dependencies inside. Yes, so next thing we're gonna do, we are just going to run this server on this app, and I have it on this localhost, this one. Navigate to this. Yeah, I have it here, and this is our app, which is running right now. Here it is. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we want to create a React app for the calculator, so we don't need these styles at all. I'll just delete these app.css. I don't need this index.css. I'll just remove this. All main is fine. We don't have this index. We don't have it. We don't have this. Hmm, yeah, yeah. I just deleted this, and we don't need this. All these things are fine. Index.html, instead of this title, I'm gonna change it to calculator in React. Okay, so yep, now we are all set to start working on the project. Now what we are gonna do is okay, so what should I do here? Let me think. We can just have a screen with the calculator title, and inside this we can have four options for the, or maybe we can just have the input, and we can perform the operations based on the operation the user selects. So I can have a field and all the operations calculation, and then here you can provide the result. For this, I have to I can okay. I'll just use it now. Calculator class. Oh, sorry. Class name is red. Oh, it's not tailwind. Sorry. Hmm. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. Here, what we are gonna do is I'm gonna set the padding to 0, margin to 0, box sizing, border box. No, it's calculator. We have it here. Hmm. The main JSX, I'm using it here. Okay. RAFCE. Title. And for this, I will use another file called app.css, which I accidentally deleted. And I'll import it from here. App.css, and in this I will just give the color red, and the title is here. Why can't I see this on the top? Justify content is sent, and line items is sent. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll just remove it, and instead of it I will add a fragment where I will create separate components for this. And I'm not going to style it much because our goal is not to learn the styling. So I'll just comment it out and create a folder called components. Yeah, here first thing is home.tsx and jsx. Now I'm just going to import this into my app.jsx home, which is not there. Let me see if there is something wrong. Okay. Hmm. That's the problem. Yep. So in this form, what can we do is mm, so let's let's just have this one page because we won't need separate things, for the two. And inside this I can have an input field and the four buttons for the four operations for sum, subtract, multiplication and division. So in here I am going to uh, create a style component first of all, because we need some styles here. Style is Jesus, it's too hard without using tailwind. You have to default type all the styles. So I'll just keep it without styles. I'll just minimal I'll just apply the minimum styles here. Okay, for each component I'm going to have home.css. I'm going to import my home.css. In this we are this is class name container, and I'm just going to style it. Text align center, justify content center, and margin is auto. This is for the class name title. And okay, so for the title what I'm going to do is I'm going to create color would be let's have it brown, and text sorry, font would be 100 or 600. We'll just have it large, or maybe just 24. No, that would be too much. So not really. I'll just keep it 9 RAM. How about it? Over 6 RAMs. Yeah. Now it's looking perfectly fine. Now I'll just add sans serif to this. Now it's looking better. Okay. In the index.css, I'm gonna add a background color to light gray. This is much better looking. Uh, yeah. So this is our title. What we want to do now is create an input field, and we'll just ask the input from the user, and then we'll just perform certain actions on those numbers. So what we are going to do is we're going to create an input right here, input, and before this I'm going to provide title, this I'm going to call this first value, and first value, and this will be enter the first digit, and after that here we have this input field, and likewise I'm gonna ask for the second number. This is for the second value, enter the second digit, second value. Well, type is not text, sorry, it's a number. So well, I'll just wrap it inside another div, all of it, uh, yeah, with the class name of form field. I'm gonna go back to my home.css and style this container for field. What we want is we want it flex. We want it flex, and flex is flex direction is column, not the row. Okay, and we want a gap of 24 pixels for each. And the height of around I will give it a height of 20 rem. That is not height, that is min height. Okay, wait, I'll just do one thing. Width would be 120 pixel, or maybe okay. Here we are. Now what we want to do is font size would be large, or be 24 pixels. That is better. And in this container I'm also going to put the gap for 16 pixels, or maybe not. Okay. Let me just check how. I think it's fine. Not not really looking bad. Okay, this is the number. put for 6 RAM calculator 6 RAM instead. That's better. A title is this. After that, okay. Even here I could define display flex and flex direction is gone. So here we don't need it. Just remove it here. Display is flex. Alright, even I have to add the gap now, 24 pixel or more, 24, mm, 54 pixels is fine. Yeah. Now I have to style this input because it's a little bit looking awkward, and I'll add this to all the text in our web page. So I'm gonna go back to my index.css, and here it's looking much better. So after this, what we are gonna do is we have to provide four options to perform, four operations to perform this these two numbers. So we'll simply add another div called as operations, where the first is button, and it's called as add, and yeah, I'll style the button, of course. First, let us just add these buttons 2, 3, and 4. Add subtract, multiply, division, operations. Okay, so I'll just add the styles for this operations, and, and for this I'll use display flex direction is row, and justify content is center, and gap is 12 pixels, and for each button I'm gonna add a width of I'll just add margin for each button, padding, sorry. So for the vertical padding I'm gonna use 3 pixel, and for this I'm gonna use 5 pixels, or maybe 8 pixels. Let's make these buttons little large, right? So 10 and 12. Okay, and the border is radius. Uh, it's gonna have 4 pixel of radius. Okay, let's have 6 pixels. Okay, much better. And I'm gonna have a little more gap between these. 16, 17. Okay. Okay, so now I have to also add little styles to the input fields, which is height. Height is, we are going to give it at least 8 pixels, 18 pixels. Sorry, not 8 pixels, it was 8 RAM, maybe 3 RAM. And width, I'm gonna give it 6 or 5 rams, 6 rams, 12 rams. It was fine, yeah. And even here, the background color will be different. I'm gonna keep it white here. And border radius would be 4 pixels. Hmm. But and color becomes white. Okay, not wheat, it's white. And cursor would be pointer. Okay, instead I'll just give it those hexadecimal values. Okay, it's fine. What happened here? What is it? Why is it not right? Ah, and transition would be all 1 millisecond, 3 milliseconds. Oh, 1 second is fine. This is better, much better. Hmm. Okay, this is better. Now, we're gonna create a different div for each of these, for the result, basically. And here I am going to create a class name of result, where ultimately we're gonna add the result. Okay, so at first the result will be 0 by default. Hmm. So instead I'll just create few variables. Let wait. I just create. I just use use case. Result set result use state which is 0 by default. So by default the result is 0, and once we also we have to create few functions for each of these operations. So const add, which takes okay, for each of these values also we have to create this first value, second value, set first value, and set second value. Okay, sorry. Well, so what we're going to do is value of first first value will return first value plus second value. Simple. And for this, subtract will return first value minus second value. And for the multiplication, we are going to use multiplication operator. For there, I'm going to use slash. Okay. Okay. So we have these numbers here. Okay. So what we are going to do is, so once we click on this add button, this function executes. On click, add, and not return. We don't want to return it. We just want to set the result from 0 to first value plus second value. That is better. And here too, as well as here. Second would be minus multiplication division. So now the question remains, from where these items come. And now we have to set these values, set first values and set second values. And instead of 0 here, I'm going to use this result variable, which is going to change over time. So the question is, second value, set first value. How we define those? For that, for each input, how to once we enter this value, enter the values. So let's Google it. How to access input number value in React. Okay, on change it is on change event. We can use that on change. So apart from this on click, on change, gonna have this arrow function with the event and set the first value to event dot target, I guess, dot, I think it's value, yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this on change method on all these, here, here, and here. Suppose now let's try this. Okay, set first value. Oh wait, not here. Oh shit, not here. Sorry. This is a big mistake. We are not supposed to do it here. We had to do it right here in the input field. And for the second value, um, set the second value function. No, here. Set the second value. Let's try it now. Oh, okay. So they are actually in the string format instead of number, so it's actually adding to strings, it's not actually adding those. So what we want to do is we want to convert them first to the number. So first value, um okay, here or here, so okay, number of this, we want to do number of these things, and for the second hmm. Now if I add, it's working perfectly fine now. Okay, so same as this, we have to implement all these on-click events for subtraction, multiplication, and division, and our project is done. On-click, we're gonna use the sub method, and on-click for the multiplication function, and div. Okay, so like this, likewise, I can do it. So create, if I use this, and if I do this, it's multiplying them, it's dividing these and giving an exact value. So likewise, we can create an application for the simple calculator using the React library. Well, this is not a perfectly styled website, but it's fine overall. uh, we have provided two fields, we are using the states, and yeah. So if you guys like this video, please subscribe to my channel, please like this video and share it to your friends who have just started in the JavaScript journey. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. And also I'll add the source code. If you let me know, I'll add it, I'll send it on the comment. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.